Evening. Here we go. Right, welcome to KOP TALK. First home game at Anfield, Burnley. Really fucking excited. I'm so excited. It's been way too long, hasn't it? Watching all the build-up, watching the fans and the players coming in. It's going to be electric in that stadium. How are you feeling about the game today?
Yes, well, firstly, as Anfield is welcome back the fans, we can, of course, welcome back Gems to KOP TALK after a couple of weeks. So it's great to see you back.
Thank you.
In terms of the game itself, I couldn't be more excited. Again, just a full Anfield. You never walk alone as the players are coming out. Yeah, honestly, it's been so long. And this game, you know, it has to be a must win for us now to, like I said, just give it back to the fans. It's weird with Burnley.
Proper Anfield now. Like last season, people said about, oh, Anfield's not the fortress. We didn't have the fans. People weren't as scared. The fans are back at that Kop end. I think Bill Shankly, wasn't it? He said they sucked the ball into the net.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw the difference last season without the fans for us. I mean, obviously, we can't use that as a reason because everyone was in the same boat. And although teams like Man City are more used to it, you know, it was something that everyone had to deal with. But yes, Anfield with a full crowd is a completely different animal. And I hope that we see that. I mean, we saw a little bit on the last game of last season against Crystal Palace. You saw our play be a lot quicker. Mane just seems to turn it on when he's got an audience in front of him. So I really hope to see that again from him today.
Serious. I think I saw a quote this week. Paul Scholes tried to say that he wasn't intimidated at Anfield or whatever, and it said I think he lost 10 of his last games there.
Yeah, I think Anfield is like his worst record in terms of away. But I mean, Sir Alex Ferguson has it as one of his most intimidating places. So I know whose opinion I care about more in terms of that. But yeah, each to their own.
Right, let's get into the team sheet then. Should we start with Burnley?
Yeah, might as well.
The best till last. Right, so I mean, for me, I've always thought Pope's a classy goalkeeper.
Yeah, Nick Pope, he made his debut against us and was prime Manuel Neuer that day, and he's never looked back. So he's always made it difficult for us, especially Salah as well. It always just seems to pull out a world-class save against Salah, and I expect something like that's going to happen again today.
Mm-hmm. So they've got quite a strong lineup there by the looks of it. Ashley Barnes he can be trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shocks in terms of their team. Obviously, they've had quite a quiet transfer window so far.
It's a typical Dyche team, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd say obviously Wood and Barnes. I mean, I'm expecting Burnley to play exactly as they did last season. But the fact that we now have an actual defense available to us, I think, you know, we'll see the difference in our performance from last season to this year. I think Goodmanson as well, look out for him because he always seems to do something against us where it's ever hit the bar, hit the post, something. I don't know what it is, but he just always seems to have come very close for us. And obviously, if we're if we're a bit laxed, he might actually end up putting one in the back of the net.
So obviously, they broke our long unbeaten run last season, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, Burnley have always been a weird team for us with Klopp. I remember us losing 2-0 at Turf Moor, having had 82% possession that game. As I mentioned, Pope's debut, you know, he was like third choice keeper at Burnley or something, had to come in and obviously turned into prime Neuer that day. And then, they're just always so weird, so difficult. I remember, you know, in our title charge against Man City and we needed Lord Clavan to get us out the mud to nick the win at the end. Like, they're just not a team we ever have a comfortable game against. But I'm hoping today, with a fully fit squad available, and obviously we're going to check the team now, and I think it's quite an aggressive team, which I like.
Definitely, I think as well. It was one of those strange games because even though we lost our unbeaten run, we had the most chances in that game than we did in any game that season, which, you know, credit to them. They really held us off. Okay, so let's look at our team. So excited. What a team. What a team.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that the defense has stayed the same, to be honest. I think they do need to sort of build that momentum off of the Norwich game.
And they are right now our two
Can I
top.
just say I don't think Fabinho's playing. I've got Henderson in the lineup that I've got.
Yeah.
I've got Henderson. I've got Henderson, Keita, and Elliott starting for us from the team sheet released on Twitter.
Too many that go around, isn't there? Yeah, I've seen it now. There's so many different ones that go around. So what do you think? So obviously we've got Thiago on the bench as well.
Yeah, so our bench, I'll love to get on that at some point. But yeah, to quickly run through the team, it's Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, and Tsimikas, as it was at Norwich. The midfield three has changed. So we've got Henderson, Keita, and Elliott. And then Mane, Salah, and Jota starting as they did against Norwich as well. So
I think I found it now. Right, I think I've got it now. Technical issues. Right, this one's it now, isn't it?
Well, apart from Robertson, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, everybody.
Just go with Twitter. Going forward, just go with Twitter.
I'll go with Twitter. I'm a Twitter.
Get it announced from Liverpool's official account. That's where I go off. You can never go wrong.
Okay.
It's always always go with that one. But the biggest change is the midfield with Elliott and Henderson starting in place of Diox and Fab, who, of course, his father passed away earlier this week, and I'm sure all our thoughts are with him and his family at this time.
Definitely, it was so upsetting to see it at the start of the season. I mean, there's never a good time, but what a way for the season to begin for him as well. I mean, I did think, Alisson's been there last season. He's going to have a lot of support, Brazilian friendship and connections there. I think they can all kind of support each other.
Yeah, well, obviously Alisson lost his father last season as well. So, I think the whole family would be there for him. That's the thing about Liverpool, especially under Klopp. It's a family. Everyone from the boot cleaners, to the kitchen staff, to everyone. It's just a big family there. So he will definitely feel the love from everyone. But obviously, as I mentioned in the last show, my main concern was Liverpool without Fabinho in the team. So it'll be interesting to see how Henderson does. Hopefully, Burnley aren't that big of a concern in terms of their midfield. So Henderson should be able to cope with that himself.
Right, let's go to some comments now then, and then we can. On Monday, just realised Burnley have a decent record versus Liverpool lately, although I doubt they can test you. You're looking sharp again. Well, I always find it strange when they go on past match pairings. Like I said to you, you could compare how many times have Man City beat us. Which Man City, the old Man City or the rich Man City? We're a completely different team. Last season, we're even a completely different team from last season. So I'm not going to go on past matches. They haven't actually won 2 games in a row against us, though. Since a long time.
Like I said, they've always been a difficult team for us. The last 2 games at Anfield, obviously last season, they broke our records, and fair play to them because they put a lot of effort into that game. And obviously they exploited where we weren't out strongest. The season before, it was a 1-1 draw, I think, or 2-2 draw. But we had just won the league. We were pretty much just in holiday mode after that was confirmed. So, even though Burnley are a dodgy team for us, I still expect us to do the job today.
100%. Monday, respect to Burnley though. This group of players maximise their potential. Hardly spent a penny this window. Yeah, I said Daesh is like a Jose Mourinho without money.
No, he definitely deserves all the credit he gets for the job he does with Burnley. It is incredible.
100%. Who's this? Orange. Evening. Thanks for joining us. I haven't seen you before. Harvey Elliott starting. Opinions. And she's seen my thing. Harvey Elliott, not Fab. I know. I got the completely wrong one. My fault. My fault. But
yeah. What's your thoughts, James?
So on our show on Thursday, we was talking about Harvey, and we had a lot of people coming in saying they don't think he can handle starting in the Prem. He's going to get munched. I think Amundi said that. I hope they're all going to watch today, because I've got no doubts. I have no doubts that this guy is going to run Burnley ragged today. They're going to, I'm so confident that he is just going to come out all guns blazing in this match. Anfield, that first experience of the home game, the crowd, everything. He's gonna be in dreamland, isn't he, today?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about Harvey Elliott as well, obviously we talked about him quite a bit on Thursday in terms of his potential and the player he is already at his age. The thing that I think we forgot to mention as well is it's clear how much he loves Liverpool as well. And, you know, I think he's got Liverpool tattoos. He's always commenting on posts on Instagram. I think he was doing things at Blackburn that were Liverpool related in terms of the Hillsborough, of course, as well. Like, he just loves this club. And I think that's what's going to also help him, you know, in terms of his development, because he's going to want to do everything he can to be at this club for a long time. And this is a big opportunity, you know, on Monday or talking about him getting munched. Well, there's not, you know, there's not many teams better to test yourself than against Burnley in terms of your physical strength and your physicality. So, it's a great test for him. It's a good game for him, and I really hope he can prove to be a difference maker today.
I mean, he's saying he don't think he can handle the Prem getting munched. He had a whole season in the Championship. If you're going to get munched in any league, it is the Championship. And he was the star player in the Championship. He did amazingly well. He is a huge, huge Liverpool fan, like you said. And I think our last pre-season game at Anfield, he was the last one to leave the pitch.
Yeah.
He was just doing the rounds. He gave his football boots to one of the fans. He's going to be emotional today. Emotional. And look, we've even got a Monday. Go on, Elliot. I will have him on player cam. Can't wait to see. You watch. You're going to be messaging me later. You're going to come on a reaction show later on Monday, 2:30, right? You're gonna love him. I know he's gonna love him. Mr. B, morning. Behave yourself.
Morning, Mr. B.
He's been winding me up this morning. Behave yourself today. Today, Elliot could get munched for sure, but I'm watching my notebook. Good luck to the youth. But like I said, on Monday, he played in the Championship with Blackburn. You know, if he can handle that, he can handle Burnley. I'm fully confident. Especially, you know, Van Dijk, Matip, all these players around him. Henderson's like professional experience. And then he's got Salah, Mane. Like, come on now. He ain't getting munched. So what's this now? Abby Mantra. Cool. Yeah. I think that's a US channel, Dave. Thanks for that. Okay, so it's nearly showtime. How long has it got to go now? Half an hour. So excited. You're doing your watch along, aren't you? Do you want to tell everyone where they can find you on your watch along?
Yes, so if you want to watch the match with myself, you can catch me on my TikTok, Potsy Talks Footy, and I'll be going live around 12:30 at kickoff. Let's hope for a great show, and then I'll be back on here for the post-match reaction as well.
2:30, and you're gonna see some smiling faces. I guarantee it. What do you think the score is gonna be? I'm going 4-0, you know.
I'm going 3-0.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I say 4-0. I'm going to say 4-0.
I'd love for it to be like a rampage, first game back at Anfield, just to set the tone for the rest of the season as well. But I think it will be tough at the start. Burnley will be, as they always are. But we'll come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, we've done the clean sheet thing already as well, but it would be nice to keep that. We like the clean sheets as well, don't we?
Absolutely.
It would be nice to keep that going. All right then, guys. So check out Potsy on his TikTok live stream. I don't know if I could do a live stream. I'd get too stressed out. A lot of shouting.
There will be a lot of shouting. I'll
I'm gonna watch
pre-warn anyone who wants to watch
it.
it. There will be a lot of shouting.
I'll watch it like I'm watching. Oh, Mundy's one last comment. When I say munched, I mean unable to impose himself on the game. He needs to pop off the ball early. 1-2 touch. He must be. You'll see. You see. He plays with his head up. He's got great football intelligence. You're gonna see it. And there we go. Big up, Popsy, you the man. See, I told you. I think Mundy's your number one fan now, Popsy.
Yeah, so Monday, I love you, mate. I hope I catch you on my live. It'd be great, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Right, and we'll be back at. Hang on, sorry. We'll be back with this reaction show at 2:30. Right, 2:30, everyone. Bye.
Right. Have a good one.